Hello friends, today we are starting second chapter from your reduced syllabus, that is Laplace transform of network function. Laplace transform. Now prerequisite for this chapter is about the Laplace transform. So you should know basic formulas which are used in a Laplace transform. It means your mathematics should be uh, at least you should have revised it. Okay, so we'll start. So generally what we do is in a time domain, right? We saw examples in a time domain. Now time domain analysis is a conventional method. It is simple first order differential equation network, and this is a very useful method, but there are few drawbacks. Okay, as order of the network increases, okay, or variable equations increases, then these methods become tedious. When order and variable increases, in such condition this method become tedious, and then for such applications instead frequency domain frequency domain using Laplace transform become conve- convenient, right? Okay, so time domain was a classical method. It has some limitations, hence this frequency domain comes in a picture. Now this method have several advantages like solution of differential equation. We get it in a systematic procedure. Then initial conditions are automatically incorporated. Also, it gives a complete solution, both complementary and particular solution in uh, even a one step. Okay, so these are some advantages of frequency domain. Okay, so first we will revise Laplace transform basics. Then we will start actual example. Okay, so function f of s, Laplace of function f of s is given as Laplace f of t equal to integrations 0 minus to infinity of f of 2 e raised to minus st dt. Okay, this is very basic equation and you should know it as we are going to use it everywhere in this particular chapter. Okay, now here s is complex frequency variable. S is complex frequency variable which is given as s equal to sigma plus j omega, right? Now the function f of t must satisfy particular condition. Which condition? 0 minus to infinity mod of f of t e raised to minus sigma t t t should be less than infinity. Okay, so function should satisfy this particular condition. Here sigma is real and positive. Don't worry, though you find it bit complicated, when we'll start actual solving electrical numericals, then it will be easy. Don't worry. Now we'll see Laplace transform some important functions. Okay, Laplace transform of important functions. Okay, so first we will see for unit step function. If this is a unit step function which has value 1, this is u of t 0 t, so it has value 1. Okay, and right here unit step function. Okay, now unit step function, you can see there are two conditions. Means when t is greater than equal to means when t is greater than 0, then it has value 1. If t has value less than 0, then here it is 0, right? So I can write it as a u of t equal to 1, u of t equal to 1 when t is greater than 0, and it is 0 when t is less than 0. Okay, when t is less than 0, then u of t is 0, and when t is greater than 0, then it is having value 1, right? Now how to write Laplace function? Laplace transform of unit step function. Okay, so Laplace transform unit step function is written as a Laplace u of t equal to, as you know, we have seen very first we have seen this formula, minus infinity, uh, no sorry, it should be 0 minus 0 minus to infinity u of t into e raised to minus st dt, right? Now we know that u of t is 1 when t is greater than 0, right? So I will write it here as a integration 0 minus to infinity 1 e raised to minus st dt. Okay, so here integration of this one is constant, integration of e raised to minus st is e raised to minus st divided by minus s. I will write minus for here, and I should put the limit from 0 to 0 minus to infinity. So just try to put the values here. When here there will be infinity, then e raised to minus infinity is always 0, so that term will vanishes, and e raised to 0 is 1, so you will get value as 1 by s. You will get value as 1 by s. Okay, now I will try to do few more examples, or I will try to solve few more functions. Next is, just a second, let me use another pen. Delayed or shifted unit step function. Delayed or shifted unit step function, it means, see, this u of t minus a. Why? Because function starts from here, this is a, from here it has value, and before a it is 0. Okay, so I can write it as a u of t minus a is equal to 1 when t is greater than a. Okay, here it is 1, and u of t minus a is equal to 0 when t is less than a, not 0, when t is less than a, right? Now how to write Laplace? Laplace can be written as Laplace u of t minus a equal to, now lower limit is not minus 0, lower limit is a now, right? Because it is starting from a. Okay, so it is limit is from a to infinity, a to infinity 1 into e raised to minus st. Why 1? Actually here there is a u of t minus a. Okay, here there is a u of t minus a, but u of t minus a is 1 for t greater than 1, and we are starting from 1 sorry, t is greater than a. Okay, and we are solving above t only, so I will put 1 over here. Again similar like previous case, so you will get answer as a, now instead lower limit at 0, there is a lower limit is a, so it will be e raised to minus as divided by s. In previous case lower limit was 0, right? So e raised to 0 was 1, and anything raised to 0 is 1. Here a, so we have to write as a e raised to minus s divided by s. Okay, now next, unit ramp function. Unit ramp function. What is unit ramp function? See, r of t is t. Okay, so unit ramp function, it is defined by the equation r of t equal to t for t greater than 0. Okay, for t greater than 0 it is t, and it is 0 for t less than 0. Getting? Now we have to write Laplace transform of unit ramp function. So Laplace of r of t equal to, now integrations will be from 0 minus to infinity, r of t e raised to minus st dt. Okay, so we are starting from 0 minus. What is r of t? R of t is equal to t. Okay, so I'll put it over here. It will be 0 minus to infinity of t e raised to minus st dt. Okay, so how to get it answer? Okay, actually it is pure mathematics. I will tell you for one function, then you can find it by your own. So you know integrations of u of v is given as a u into v1. V1 is a first integration. Minus plus minus will be sign. Minus u dash first derivative of u. V2 integrations of v1 plus u double dash derivative of this u dash into v3, that is integrations of v2. Okay, plus again minus, I can write u triple dash v4. Okay, so u triple dash is a derivative of u double dash and v4 is integrations of a v3. So similarly we have to consider this u, this v. Okay, so when you will write this, you will get answer as a first is a u into v1 means t into this thing. Okay, so v1 is the integrations of this, so first is u, that is t, into integrations of v1, integrations of e raised to minus st. So integration of e raised to minus st, e raised to minus st divided by minus s. I'll write minus for here. Okay, minus. Then second is a u dash, so derivative of u. So here derivative of t, right? Okay, so u dash derivative of t is 1 and integration of this particular point v2, no? So integration of this is minus 1 by s into e raised to minus st divided by minus s. Okay, here it goes completed. Okay, I hope it is clear. Right, now let's put limits 0 to infinity. Let's put limit 0 to infinity. Okay, you got it, no? This is derivative of u, that is derivative of t is 1, so I'll write 1 over here. Then integrations of this particular term, integration of this particular term. So 1 by s is constant, I have taken outside, and integration of e raised to minus st is e raised to minus st divided by minus s. Okay, minus 1 by s was constant, so I was taken here outside. Now just put the values. As I said, e raised to minus infinity is always 0, so only lower limit will exist, upper limit will not be exist, and you will get answer for this is a 1 upon s square. Okay, 1 upon s square. Now let's solve delayed unit ramp function. Delayed unit ramp function. Okay, so again ramp function is there, but it is delayed. From here it is starting. This is a r of t minus a is 0. Okay, t. So r of t minus a is equal to t for t greater than a, and it is 0 for t less than a. Okay, so how to write Laplace transform? Here you can write like this: L of r of t minus a equal to integrations now from a to infinity. So a to infinity t a raised to minus st dt. Okay, again you solve in on similar line, but here it was lower limit was 0, hence only one of one is s square was there. Here lower limit is a, hence you will get it as a e raised to minus s by s square. Okay, now you can similarly find for unit impulse function. There are several functions. Unit impulse function. How to solve it for unit impulse function? Impulse function means you will get a single impulse on here. So it is only having value 1. This is del of t. This is t. Right? So del of t equal to 0 for t not equal to 0, and del of t equal to 1 for t equal to 0. Okay, so Laplace is L del of t equal to integration 0 minus to infinity del of t e raised to minus st dt. Okay, so as we know, del of t is nothing but 1 for t equal to 0. For upper limit it will vanishes, so you will get only 1. Are you getting? Similarly, you can solve for exponential function, sine function, cosine function, then exponentially damped function. There are several functions, and you can try for all the functions. Okay, I have given you several examples. Now, in your book, Ravi Singh book, let me show you. There is a chart given. You need to become well versed with the chart. Can you see it? Let me check. I'm not sure whether you can see it or no, but if you can't see, then please go to the page number 9.5 and see this particular chart. In this chart, they are given Laplace of several functions. Okay, so get familiar with the functions, because when you will be solving numericals, you will require Laplace transform. Means though you know the procedure of solving that electrical example, if you don't know mathematics, you can't solve it. Okay, you don't know the basic formula, then you can't solve it. So I request everyone to see this table carefully. Okay, with this we'll stop here. Thank you.